I was raised as the youngest child of 5 in a pretty traditional Catholic Midwestern middle class family. 2 older sisters, 2 older brothers, and myself. Now, I never really stopped to think about this very much, but every time I was in the house, there was always someone there older with me. Until that fateful Saturday, my mother came to me. She had the car for some reason, which meant she had to leave and pick up my father at his TV sales and repair shop that he owned. And on that particular Saturday, with no one else home, she came to me and said, "I have to go pick up your father. Do you want to stay here or do you want to come with me?" Sweet, demure little Johnny on the outside said, "Oh, no, Mommy, I'll stay here by myself." On the inside, I remember thinking, "Fucking A squad car, I'll stay home alone," imagining all the mischief I can get into. Later, when I told my brothers about this turn of events with our mom, they both laughed and said, "Yeah, she probably wanted to blow the old man in his back room and she didn't want me underfoot." Now, at 8 years old, I wasn't entirely certain what that meant. At 59 years old, I still can't get that image to fit in my head. As I heard the tires backing over the cinders in the driveway as she pulled out of the garage, my first thought was, I wonder if the old man's got any Playboys. I run into the folks' bedroom and I rifle through some drawers. I find nothing. I then I wonder if my brothers have any Playboys. Then I realize I can't even hide a fucking squirt gun from my mother. I'm sure they don't have any titty magazines. So now I'm wondering what I can do next. Then I remember my brothers telling me about stealing bourbon out of the old man's bottle. Now, I have never done this before, so staying home by myself is the first in the story. Stealing bourbon out of the old man's bottle, that's the second first in this story, because I think I've got the process down pretty well just from listening to them talk about it. And believe me, it's very long and involved. Now, the old man drank a brand called J.W. Olda bourbon. That's Olda, where they put the E on the end of the word old. That way they can charge $2 more a bottle for it, I guess. It comes in a clear bottle, so you can only water this shit down so much before the old man gets wise. So I pull the chair over to the countertop and I kneel up. I have the refrigerator to my right. To my left is the kitchen sink, looking over the window out over the driveway. I open the cabinet and I see the bottle of bourbon and I see the shot glass and I see the 2 dark rings on the shelf paper. My brothers warned me, you have to line that bottle and that glass back up precisely over those circles. Otherwise, the old man knows somebody's been in his cabinet. I take the bottle down. I pour a shot of bourbon into the shot glass and I drink it and I think I'm going to fucking die. I start drinking shot glass after shot glass of water. I finally get myself composed. I then take an equal amount of water to the bourbon that I drank and I pour it back in the bottle. I cap the bottle up, and just as I go to step back on the chair, I hear the front tires of the station wagon hit the cinders at the end of the drive. Now, the old man stops because he has to go retrieve the mail. I dry the bottle off, I dry the shot glass off, I kneel up on the cabinet, I center the bottle over the circle, I center the glass over the circle, I dry the sink off, hang the towel back on the fridge door, and I run in my bedroom and I jump on my bed pretending to be asleep. Waiting for the carousel ride, I get nothing. Later that night, the family gathers around, we have dinner. After dinner, I'm in my room playing. Apparently, the old man thought it was a good time to go get a drink of bourbon. He heads over to the cabinet. He opens it up. I hear him scream my brother Jim's name. "Get your ass in the kitchen!" I come flying out of the bedroom. I look around the corner. The old man's pointing at the bottle, and there's these rivulets of water streaming down through the bourbon. Somebody forgot to shake the bottle. My brother says, I didn't do that. My dad says, and now you're going to lie about it. Takes his belt off and starts whipping my brother's ass. I run in the bedroom. I am scared shitless. And then I hear my brother say, I didn't do it. Johnny did it. And there is this deafening silence. And suddenly the old man's voice roars, "How dare you? Johnny would never do anything like that." And he beats him even harder. At the end of it, Jim comes in the bedroom and he says, "Just wait till Monday after school. I'm going to kick your ass." I didn't sleep much that weekend. Monday came, we got home from school. He took me out behind the house into the woods and he kicked my ass. My brother Tom came home, saw me crying. "What's the matter, Johnny?" "Jimmy kicked my ass." Tommy kicks Jimmy's ass. The old man gets home, sees Jimmy crying. "What's the matter, Jimmy?" "Tommy beat my ass." So Dad beats Tommy's ass. Now the cycle is complete. I learned two very important lessons from this experience. As I lay in bed that night and thought about it, the lessons I learned were: A, bourbon is not something I want to put back in my mouth anytime soon. And two, next week when I'm left home alone and I steal bourbon out of the old man's bottle, I'm not going to drink as much water and I'm going to make sure I shake the bottle. I want that fucking carousel ride. Thank you, Detroit.